Good morning, everyone. Okay, I am getting messages from my computer. Need to make sure everything's running right. Okay, so I did a recording a little while ago, and I forgot to set my audio. So you see me talking in the video, but you don't hear a word out of it. So what the recording was about is I gave a little background that I had gathered together a bunch of words that I call worthy words. They are nothing but positive words. And I did an experiment with them a couple of years ago that I've recorded. And reading these words from the list, and I don't know if you've heard of Dr. Emoto, Emoto. I believe he's Japanese and from Japan. I won't swear to it, but that's what I remember. He's deceased now, but he did what's known as the water experiments, where he took water and he froze it, and he had on the outside of the container a positive word, and on some of them he did negative words. And what he found is that the positive words had really beautiful snowflake formations in the water, and negative words sometimes turn brown, were not well formed, sometimes even looked ugly. So, a couple of years ago, I decided to run an experiment to see if speaking these words not only to myself, but to a glass of water would make any difference. And 2022 was a difficult year for me. I don't know about you, but it was a difficult year for me. For many, the difficult year was 2020. The only difficult thing about 2020 for me was that my computer went down and I couldn't get a replacement for months. 2022, though, was the year of change. I moved twice. I ended up in physical therapy. I was not in a good position mentally, physically, and I had a lot of unpacking to do still. I still do, but 2022 was the major year of change. I had forgotten all about my worthy words and did not use them at all in 2022. So I pulled them out yesterday and I decided to try it once again. And I had a wonderful day. I took care of my grandson who had spent the night before. And then I went to game night with a bunch of friends and just had a wonderful time. I met some new people and enjoyed the games. And so I felt like, okay, day one of Worthy Words worked. Now, whether it did or didn't, I don't know. But I'd want to video me using saying these worthy words throughout 2023, beginning today, and seeing where I end up at the end of 2023 and giving a report on what my day has been like, what I've been able to get accomplished, and how I felt internally. For those who do not know, I struggle with PTSD and depression. These are not the only things I struggle with, but on a mental illness level, I struggle with these things a lot, and I don't normally feel very good. And then I'm writing my books on topics that can be depressing, especially to me because I've lived through them. Now, most of these things, the memories have only recently returned, and I'm still digesting the information. And so to have to write about it on top of this um, can put me in a depressive state. And so I am bound and determined to feel better about myself in 2023, especially since 2022 was all about changing. And when we spend our time changing, sometimes we don't feel good about ourselves. Now, why am I smiling? I've just gotten up. I haven't had breakfast yet. Well, not just gotten up. I've been up for about an hour now. But I've already read today's worthy words. I've not ever read them twice in a row on the same day. So, what occurred in this video in which there is no sound, which I'll put that up too because you can see my demeanor, you could see my face, you could see how I'm sitting in that video, and that as I'm reading the words, my back straightens up and I get a bigger and bigger smile on my face. I kind of come alive while I'm reading the words. So, although you cannot hear a thing, it's like watching a silent movie. If you're interested in seeing that transformation, I'll have that video up. But I'm going to do this a second time in a row and we'll see what happens. So, anyway, how my experiment started is that I knew positive words were good for us. I grew up in an atmosphere in which positive words were not spoken over me. In fact, negative words were what were spoken over me. I was not encouraged to go to college, for example. I was discouraged from doing that. So for me, this is part of my healing journey. And then Dr. Emoto brought out that not speaking, but putting positive words in water changes the water. And our bodies are made up a lot of water. Um, of course, everybody's percentage varies. It depends on whether or not we're drinking enough. Um, so we could get dehydrated, but our bodies are mostly water. And so if I speak the positive speak the positive words, the worthy words to the water, and then I drink it, I've changed the water from being a negative water to a positive water or being a neutral water to a positive water, and then I'm putting that in my body. So I'm going to do these words a second time in a row and see what happens. But it is my plan and my desire to do worthy words one time a day, every day, and to film it and to give a progress on how my day went and to see if there's any difference over the year. For me, I'm interested. I don't know if you are, but I am. All right, so here I go. Abundance, accepted, acclaimed, accomplished, achieved, active, adaptable, admirable, admired, affluent, ahead, ahead of time, all things beautiful, amazing, animating, appealing, approved, assured, attractive, awake, awesome, awestruck, beaming, beautiful, believe, believed, beloved, blessed, blessings, bountiful, brave, brilliant, called, calm, careful, caring, celebrated, certain, cheerful, cherished, cleansed, comedian, composed, content, courageous, creative, creator, dear, delighted, delightful, devoted, distinguished, divine, easy, ecstatic, elegant, encouraged, encouraging, endorsed, energy, engaging, essential, excellent, expectant, exponential, effective, efficient, energetic, insured, enthused, equitable, esteemed, ethical, experienced, expert, fabulous, faithful, fascinating, favorable, favored, flourishing, fond, fortunate, found, free, friendly, fulfilled, funny, gained, generous, genius, genuine, gleeful, glowing, good, graceful, great, growth, happy, harmonious, harmony, healed, healthy, heard, heart, heartfelt, helped, helpful, honored, idea, igniting, imagination, immersed, impressive, income, increase, independent, informative, innovative, inspired, inspiring, instinctive, intellectual, intuitive, inventive, joyful, jubilant, knowing, known, kind, knowledgeable, laugh, legendary, light, lively, knowledgeable, love, lucky, marvelous, meaningful, memory, merit, miracle, miraculous, motivated, motivating, moving, natural, nice, nourished, nourishing, open, opportunity, optimistic, overcomer, overjoyed, oxygen, paradise, peace, peaceful, perfect, physically fit, pleasant, plentiful, poised, popular, positive, possible, powerful, prepared, productive, progress, promise, prominent, prosperity, quality, quick, ready, reassured, reassuring, receiver, refined, refreshing, rejoice, relatable, relative, relaxed, reliable, remembered, remembering, repaired, resounding, rested, restored, revived, rewarded, respected, rewarding, right, safe, satisfied, secured, sensational, serene, shifting, skilled, skillful, soulful, sparkling, special, spirited, spiritual, star, stimulated, stimulating, stirring, strong, stunning, succeeded, successful, sunny, super supported, surprising, terrific, thankful, thorough, thrilling, thriving, timely, tranquil, transformational, transformed, triumph, trusting, truthful, understanding, understood, upbeat, upright, valued, vibrant, victorious, victory, virtuous, vital, vitalizing, wanted, watched over, wealthy, welcomed, whole, wholesome, willing, wonderful, wondrous, worthy, wow, youthful, zealous, amen. And I now feel empowered. Oh, so beautiful. So, so beautiful. Okay. Cheers to a good new year. Beautiful water. The second time was even better than the first. I'll see you tomorrow.